Have you ever heard the familiar sarcastic saying, "You truly have a fish's memory, lasting exactly 3 seconds"? For a long time, the phrase goldfish brain has become a symbol of foolishness, forgetfulness, and a lack of cognitive ability in the animal kingdom. But today, the secrets hidden deep beneath the blue ocean will completely shatter that stereotype. A groundbreaking study published in the world-renowned scientific journal Nature Communications has stunned the biological community. It turns out that fish are not as silent and foolish as we thought. On the contrary, beneath the deep blue waters, some fish have developed an incredibly sophisticated communication system. They know how to use gestural language or sign language to coordinate, surround, and hunt prey together. This discovery has opened a new chapter for the field of animal behavior research. It proves something extremely important. Complex, gestural language is no longer the exclusive privilege of humans, highly evolved primates, or intelligent crows. Deep beneath the sea, fish also possess their own sign codes for survival. In the natural world, the term interspecies cooperation, animal interspecies cooperation, is defined as a form of symbiotic relationship in which individuals of different species proactively coordinate their behavior to achieve mutual benefits for both sides. For the hunting trip to be a resounding success, 2 famous predatory fish species, the grouper and the coral trout, have proactively partnered with strange companions in the deep sea. Let's look at the first alliance, the grouper and its comrades. Groupers frequently team up to hunt with the giant moray eel and the Napoleon wrasse. Why do they choose these 2 partners and not others? That's because every member of this squad possesses unique biological skills that perfectly complement each other. First is the grouper. The ace card possesses extremely fast swimming speed and has the ability to accelerate dramatically to catch prey in open waters. However, the grouper's fatal weakness is its large body, which is completely helpless when prey hides deep in narrow coral reef crevices. At this moment, the second associate appears, the giant moray eel. With a soft, winding body like a water snake, the moray eel can easily slither into the innermost parts of the smallest rock crevices to drag the prey out. The third associate in the alliance is the Napoleon wrasse. This fish possesses heavy artillery, an extremely strong jaw that can easily crush hard coral to force the hidden prey to reveal itself. If they hunted alone, their failure rate would be very high. But when combined, they compensate for each other's shortcomings, creating an invincible hunting alliance. But how can these different animal species understand each other when they cannot vocalize? The answer lies in the exceptional gestural code of the grouper and coral trout. After relentlessly observing the seabed for many hours, scientists recorded an extremely precise, non-verbal coordination process. When a frightened prey runs away from the hunting group and quickly hides in a narrow rock crevice, the grouper immediately swims to the position where the target is hiding. There, it begins performing a unique sequence of body language. It turns its body upside down, points its head vertically downward toward the crevice, and continuously shakes its head back and forth toward the prey. This constant headstand and head-shaking motion is not a meaningless action, but rather a deliberate signal in behavioral biology. A signal is a special evolved trait or behavior intended to directly influence and change the behavior of the recipient animal. Here, the grouper's head-shaking motion acts as a guiding beacon, sending an urgent message to the moray eel and Napoleon wrasse. "The prey is right in this crevice! Act now!" As soon as the code is received, the moray eel immediately slithers into the gap to force the prey out, or the wrasse uses its jaw to crush the coral outside. When the panicked prey flees into open water, the incredibly fast grouper is waiting outside to snap it up. Similarly, the coral trout also applies the exact same body turning, head down, and back and forth head-shaking motion to coordinate hunting with octopuses. The infinite flexibility of the octopus's tentacles combined with the pointing speed of the coral trout gives this duo an absolute advantage when sweeping the narrowest spaces under the coral reef. The marvelous coordination through gestural language by fish is essentially part of the great tapestry of symbiosis in nature. If we look broadly at the wild world, we will encounter many similar alliances, where survival has forced different species to find ways to communicate with each other. Look down at the beach sand, and you will see the strong relationship between the goby and the shrimp. The blind shrimp takes on the heavy work of digging and cleaning out the sand burrow for both to live in. In return, the goby acts as the eyes on guard. Whenever danger is near, the goby gently taps the shrimp's tail to signal a warning, helping both retreat safely into the burrow. Or on the sun-drenched grounds of the harsh Negev desert, scientists have recorded an unprecedented forbidden alliance: gray wolves and striped hyenas hunting together. Gray wolves, a highly social and exclusive animal species, agree to let a striped hyena move right among their pack to hunt together. Gray wolves are quick and flexible in coordinating the hunt, while the striped hyena brings acute olfactory senses and an extremely powerful bite that can break large bones. They join forces to increase their survival rate in the dry desert, and even humans participate in this symphony. In Africa, Yao honey hunters have cooperated with wild honey-guide birds for generations. The bird flies to approach humans with its characteristic tir, 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 tir call to lead them to the beehive. Humans use a call with their own dialect to coordinate with the bird. After the humans take the honey guide bird receives a deserving reward of wax and bee larvae. All these marvelous stories, from the head-shaking pointers of the grouper, the tail touch of the goby, to the call of the honey hunter, testify to a great biological concept: the mutualism-parasitism continuum. In nature, relationships are never static. In harsh environments, where resources are scarce and dangers are abundant, animals are forced to abandon selfish lifestyles, cross species, boundaries, and learn entirely new survival strategies. They join forces, build trust, and communicate non-verbally to overcome adversity together. Whenever you gaze at the deep ocean or the wild forests, remember that under the shade of coral or forest canopy, delicate non-verbal conversations are taking place regularly every day. Nature always finds the most miraculous ways to teach us lessons about cooperation and adaptation. Thank you for joining us on today's journey to decipher the ocean code. If you find this video interesting, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next fascinating discoveries about the animal world. Hello, and see you in the next films! Would you like me to help you draft a response based on this text, or perhaps summarize it for you?